AITA for refusing to prioritize my sister over me. I, 15M, have a younger sister, 13F, named Abby. Abby was born 1 week early. This is something my parents really made a huge deal out of. They called her their miracle baby as long as I can remember and used to pick fights with family members because Abby got away with everything when she was little, still does, and extended family were pissed when she would steal toys off cousins or take everything she wanted without thinking of others. This happened everywhere, at grandparents' house, in public, at home, and our parents were furious when family members would step in to correct Abby. They'd also correct her for taking stuff from me, and my parents would always tell family I didn't care. Then when Abby was 5 she got really sick with the flu which turned into pneumonia and she was in the hospital for weeks. My parents were worse after that. She had to be the priority. Her happiness was everything, and that ruined my life completely. They would agree to let me do stuff with friends and then make me cancel or would just tell me I couldn't go and wouldn't let me cancel so I could play with Abby because she wanted to play with me. One time my friend's parents had paid for me to join them at the amusement park and my parents told them as the others showed up at our door. It was so embarrassing. Abby and I would fight a lot. She'd tell me I had to hang out with her and I'd say I didn't want to. Then my parents would say Abby was right and I had to. When she had other kids to hang out with I'd catch a break, but when she wasn't allowed to play with them anymore or when they'd fight, she'd demand me. My parents would then say all my plans were off the table. It made it so hard for me to keep friends. My parents were also those parents to send Abby with me to parties if she had no other plans, and when parents were like no way in advance, my parents would only let me go if Abby had plans. 2 years ago Abby stole from one of my friends while he was at our house. My parents defended her and refused to make her return it, so his parents stopped us from being friends. Abby made fun of me for being upset and I told her I hated her and she ruined my life. I got grounded for it, but it's when I stopped caring at all about Abby and decided I don't care about being selfish, but I don't want to make her life happy. My parents made her impossible to be around and I wish I never had to see her again. We can't even see extended family now because my parents pissed them off so bad over Abby. My parents are now pissed at me because the camp they're sending Abby and me to this summer is separating us and they wanted me to ask for them to keep us together. The camp ignored my parents so they expected me to do it for them, but I refused and they told me I should think of my sister and how lost she'll be especially for her first year at this camp. I told them I don't care. They told me I should prioritize my sister over myself. I said no way. They called me selfish. AITA.